Hey, welcome back. A little late to the game, although I think every year I'm a little late to the game on posting my Sephora videos. I like to wait a few days after the sale because, like our feeds are just full of like Sephora recommendations. So I like to give like a little bit of a breather, calm down. Maybe this can be like a secondary kind of order placement for you if you have already shopped the sale. Yeah, I just always like to post mine a little bit later. So I don't want to do a long intro. Basically, this is going to be like it essentials. I'm not going to run you through a ton of holiday kits. Instead, what I'm going to do, because I feel like it's a 50-50 mix. Some of you like to see what I'm purchasing, although I generally don't do those videos. And then some of you are just like, man, whatever, just give me your recommendations. So I'm going to put in the info box down below everything that I have in my cart right now to purchase from the sale. That way you may see some things that didn't catch your eye initially, but I also don't have to sit here and talk to you for 45 minutes about things that I'm just interested in that you might not be. Let's start with complexion. This is something that I'm only going to recommend in the mini size. If the mini sizes are still available, because these do sell out pretty frequently, I would suggest giving it a shot, especially since you can get an extra discount, but it's the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Hollywood Filter. The giant bottles, it takes a very long time to use those up. I've had mine since it came out and I haven't even used a third of it. So travel friendly little guy here. It's plenty of product. A little goes a long way with this. And I just don't feel like most of the time the giant bottle is necessary. So little mini Hollywood Flawless Filter would definitely recommend. I think this is a beautiful highlighter. I know I talked about the Maybelline one being a really good dupe as well. Still stand by that, but the original Hollywood Flawless Filter, I personally like wearing on top of my makeup, whereas the Maybelline one I like wearing underneath. So definitely a skin finish highlighter. It's beautiful. I'm wearing it today. It gives you that it glow. Stepping into my favorite category, foundation. We all know, we've been knowing Armani Luminous Silk. I'm gonna throw another mini at you. If you are someone that likes to just try foundations, or you don't want to invest still, even with the discount, that much money in a foundation, go for the mini guy. Armani Luminous Silk, they make it in several shades in the mini. If they have it in your shade, and again, you're just someone that likes to experiment with a lot of foundations. I love my mini bottle. This is what I travel with. It is so portable. And like I said, this is just my top foundation no matter what. It's just for all categories. It fits the bill. It can be sheer coverage. It can build up to a medium coverage, and it always just looks stunning. Feathery, lightweight, beautiful, perfection. Obviously, my little newbie in the kit is going to get recognition. This is Estee Lauder Double Wear Sheer. I did a video on this recently if you want to see it in action more. But this is just basically if you were a double wear fan before, like if you were in the double wear craze back in the day, but you've kind of toned it down and you like more sheer, natural coverage that still lasts all day, this is for you. It is very lightweight, natural, skin-like appearance, but it lasts so well on the skin. It still has that great longevity that double wear is known for. So yeah, I have been loving this. I'm actually getting pretty low on it. And my shade is, I'll put all my shades down below because I know I'm gonna forget to say occasionally, but my shade is 1 and 2 Ecru. This is what I'm wearing on my skin today. It is the Kosas Tinted Face Oil. So this is what I wore last year when I had perioral dermatitis while I was pregnant. It was just super lightweight and natural, didn't irritate my skin. I love how like silky it feels when you apply it. And for a it's kind of known as a tinted moisturizer, it actually has quite a bit of coverage to it. So I think it's just a really versatile product. I will caution that if you do get actual like flaky dry patches, this may not be the texture for you because like I said, it is more on the silky, like velvety side. Even when my skin had texture, like the perioral dermatitis, it wasn't necessarily flaky, it was just textured. This still wore really beautifully on top of it. So lightweight, a good light to medium coverage. And I find it to be really gentle on my skin. Merit Perfecting Complexion Stick. This is a formula I just really love for quick on the go application. Another one that I like to travel with. It also, the reason I like this so much is because you can apply this And then throughout the day, if you feel, you know, like something needs to be touched up, you need to add more coverage, this is truly a formula you can go back in with, and it's not going to look cakey or messy or like you've just layered, you know, a second layer on top of your skin. It's still gonna blend really naturally into the skin. It's also really good for touch-up application, and I just find that the formula is perfect for pretty much all skin types. If you are oily, definitely would need to set this with something, but other than that, I think it blends and just has the perfect texture to where any skin type can go for this. Charlotte Tilbury Unisex Healthy Glow. I had to throw this in because this is still a product that I stand by, still a product that I find to be really unique. I don't find that there's anything, at least in like the high-end world, that's similar to this product. And if you haven't heard me talk about it before, it's basically like a bronzing tinted moisturizer. It comes out white, you rub it in, and it adds like this bronze hue to your skin. Now, if you have really fair skin like me, I will caution, this is something I generally like to use in the summertime. But if you have fair skin like me, definitely make sure you mix this with a moisturizer or one of your lighter foundations. It's beautiful mixed in with foundation. I think of the demo, I'm just applying it with my moisturizer, but use a mixing medium because you can end up on a little bit on the Oompa Loompa side if you get too crazy, too out of hand with this, and don't mix it with something. But it just gives your skin bronze perfection. Like, it makes you look like you've kind of been out in the sun, even in the wintertime, like that perked up appearance. So yeah, if you know, you know, this is a lovely product. I have two concealer formulas to talk about. The first is, of course, Armani Luminous Silk. It's just as good as the foundation, its foundation counterpart. It blends seamlessly, super natural coverage. I sometimes just use this as my foundation because I do find that the formula is really similar to Luminous Silk. Yeah, you literally cannot go wrong with these two products together. Your skin is immediately flawless. I swear this year I am buying this, okay? It will be down below. It is in my cart currently, and I'm not scamming off my sample anymore. This is Dior Forever Skin, and again, this is an if you know, you know. I have been flashing this sample off for probably close to 2 years now, and I'm not joking. I use this a lot, but a little bit goes a long way. So I've been using my free sample for ages now, and I'm getting the real thing. But this is a beautiful blendable concealer formula. She's not creasy, she isn't greasy looking. It's just so immaculate when you blend this stuff in. So this is one I can get down with, good medium coverage to it, but very skin-like. I have one powder to talk about, and it's hilarious because, as you all know, a lot of you may know, I used to hate this powder. And as you can see, we're getting low. I already have it in my cart for repurchase, but Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder. I really dogged on this powder for a long time, mainly because I was using the shade, like the light medium shade, the next shade up. And it was just oxidizing on me, and it just looked like a hot mess. And then several of you all were like, you need to try the light color, try the lighter color. So I did, and I haven't looked back. Like, I rarely use other powders. When it comes to like my day-to-day powder, all of my makeup that just stays on my sink for quick throw-on application, this is the powder that I use. It's flawless, it's beautiful. Wearing it today with my Kosas tinted oil, she's winning. I mean, it doesn't even look like I'm wearing powder, but I have the confidence and safety, you know, that like this is all set in place with like the most beautiful invisible powder ever. I'm really tempted to just get rid of like the rest of my powders because like I said, there are very few powders that I have that I will reach for over this. Okay, let's talk blushes, some fun stuff here. This is a blush formula I have to admit I don't give enough recognition to, and it's the Rare Beauty matte liquid blushes. They have a dewy formula and a matte formula. I prefer the mattes. And I saw that Sephora has like a little trio set of these blushes that you can get. It's a duo or a trio. I think it's 3. I will link it down below. Definitely something to look into if you've never tried these, because it gives you the option to try different colors. I have the shade Bliss. It's a lovely, soft, barely there pink. And these just go on and they look really smooth. Like when you apply them, they just smooth out the cheeks. So if you have mature skin, textured skin, and you're looking for a good cream blush that isn't going to enhance, this is the one to look into because it just looks so pillowy, smooth, and soft. Of course, my Merit Flush Balms, specifically the shade Terracotta. As you can see, like this, let me see if I don't use Mood near as much. This is the other color that I have, but you can see like how domed it originally comes, and you can see like how flat my Terracotta shade is because I use this every single day. I love this. If you are a person that is not into the, standard pink blushes, berry tone blushes, you want a nice skin tone natural blush color, also something that you can just throw on and not really have to worry about putting bronzer on because it's a very warm color. Now, I will say, obviously this is for speaking in terms of like if you are similar to my skin tone, because even nearing in the medium range, this will start to appear lighter. But I love the Flush Balms because they are like no effort. You can't mess them up. The other shade that I have is called Mood. It is lovely. I don't have anything in my collection like this color. I think it's a very special and unique color, but I just love these. Again, super travel friendly. They have a nice soft like sheen to them when you apply them, not overly dewy, but also not a flat matte finish. Yeah, I just love the easy application of these, and they go perfectly well with my Merit Complexion Stick. If you hear banging in the background, that's my freaking husband who thought it was a great idea to hit his punch bag. I'm in our master bath right now. That's like my office now, since Max's room was my past office. If you hear banging, it's my freaking husband because this sets off basically onto the garage, and he's in the garage punching his bag. So perfect timing. So this was a new cream blush I discovered this year. It's the Lys or LYS. Every time I say it one way, someone says it's the other way. So I know someone's gonna correct me either way, but this is their satin matte cream blush, and it's in the shade Confident. I was really impressed with this formula. Very pigmented. This would last you a very long time, and it has that like kind of standard cream blush texture that you would think of. Back when cream blushes were kind of starting to get popular, this is like what I would think of as a classic cream blush formula. It again is very satin finish. Does not fall flat on the cheeks, but is definitely not a dewy formula. But if you want a cream blush that has good pigment to it, this is a good one. Also, really great price point. 2 cream blushes I want to breeze by. The first being my Holy Grail Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand. I use the shade Fair Medium. These should be back in stock. They were out of stock for a long time. Yeah, you just can't beat this in my opinion. They also make a slightly darker shade. I just think it doesn't get any easier than this formula. It blends out. Even if you get way too much on your face, somehow it still magically blends out. So I love a good foolproof product, something that beginners can use, something that advanced people in makeup can use, and again, travel friendly. We love to see it. This is a new one I've been enjoying from Saie. It's their Sun Melt Bronzer. It's basically exactly what the name says. It melts into the skin really lovely. Something that I've never tried is the Chanel Cream Bronzer, but I would imagine it's similar to this formula. I don't know why. Maybe it's a little bit creamier, and I don't know why I've never tried it. I feel like I should add that to my list, but for some reason, that's the vibe that I get. It's just very creamy, emollient, definitely warmer than the Charlotte Tilbury one, and it comes in more shades. So this is something that I've actually been wearing with the Saie Slip Tint. They pair really nicely together. I would say this bronzer, again, goes really nicely with really sheer products because it's not super thick in pigment, so it's not gonna give you like a super chiseled look. It really is just gonna melt into the skin and look like more of a sun-kissed glow style bronzer. Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brows. I promise you, you will not regret this decision, and you will likely probably stop filling in your eyebrows if you're using something like a pencil or a powder or a pomade, because this does such a good job of really targeting sparse areas, filling them in, and it just looks so natural on the eyebrows. I wear the shade Soft Brown, and the spoolie on it also I really enjoy. It's really thin. Like I said, you can get in there and target. Like, the lower part of this eyebrow is non-existent, and this basically just, I slide it, fills it in, and it just looks more natural than anything I've ever tried before. So this to me is definitely worth, you know, splurging a little bit more money on your eyebrow product. It can definitely seem like a waste, I know, because eyebrows aren't always the main focus, but it makes doing your makeup just so much quicker, so much easier, and I always just feel really confident and secure when I use this on my brows. Eyes, you already know what I'm going to recommend, and I would definitely recommend checking out the little trio sets. So Bobbi Brown and Laura Mercier both have these little trio sets. Bobbi Brown did send me a few of their holiday collection items, and the Soho Glow little mini trio here was in that. The Laura Mercier one seems to be the same one as last year. I can't remember which colors exactly are in it, but they are really pretty neutral shades, so I will link that set down below. But the Soho Glow comes with these shades Dusty Mauve, Golden Pink, and Golden Bronze, which are like three of Bobbi Brown's best sellers. I'm wearing the Dusty Mauve shade in a little demo that I'm just placing over right here, and I'm using Golden Pink on my inner corner. Golden Bronze is kind of like your standard bronze everyday shade. So I would definitely say this Soho Glow is kind of the best, or like best sellers when it comes to their shimmery colors. However, I will say that I feel like I lean for my Bobbi Brown matte shades more than I do their shimmer shades. So Cinnamon, Bark, Heather Steel, Shore, those pretty much, like, you can't go wrong with any of the matte Bobbi Brown colors. They are just classic, beautiful shades. And then when it comes to like the shimmer, take it to the next level colors, that's when I'll go explore into Laura Mercier a little bit more. The shades I'm wearing today are Intense Amethyst and Orchid. I mix them together to get this nice little mauve situation happening on my eyes. Just any of the intense colors. If you really want your eyes to pop, any of the intense shades. My personal favorite, and I think personally, if you do not have this color in your collection, you are totally missing out. But Intense Amethyst is probably my favorite color out of all of the caviar sticks. Aside from Cocoa, which is kind of just like my standby classic brown, it's gonna match anything. Intense Amethyst is like my second. It's just beautiful, very unique color. I don't own anything in my collection that's similar to it, and it's just guaranteed to make your eyes pop. So if you need to see more swatches, I will try to remember to put my caviar stick combination video down below where you can see them in action. Otherwise, you know the drill. Either get the trio or just splurge on that you don't already have, or just if you want to start your collection, I would say if you wanted to start, Cocoa is the place to start. Otherwise, if you feel more adventurous, Intense Amethyst. Some other one and done throw-ons are the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize. I love the color Rose Gold. It is just a stunning shade. Again, I talk about this being the perfect rose gold color. It has just the perfect amount of a like slight pink undertone, and then just the perfect amount of the gold mixed in, because sometimes, or oftentimes, I feel like there's either too much pink or there's too much gold, and it's not a true rose gold color. But this is just a stunning, stunning color. A lot of people also like the shade called Oyster Pearl, which I think used to be Marie Antoinette, because they renamed these. Initially, the Oyster Pearl I think was Marie Antoinette, unless they just overall redid the colors in general. And then I still have my old one that's called Jean. That one's called Champagne now, I believe. Champagne Crystal, it's Champagne something. So these have been renamed. But I know a lot of people love Oyster Pearl. For my eye color and complexion, I don't think it's like the best match for me. But if you're in the medium to tan category, I think it would definitely be one that would make your eyes pop. So yeah, just these are throw on and go. They look beautiful, super smooth, easy to use. Okay, we are finishing this video out, of course, with some lippies, some lip products. And again, like I said, Bobbi Brown did send me some of their holiday collection, and I thought these two would be worth the mention because they are really great products from Bobbi Brown and also perfect little stocking stuffer gifts, little desk gifts. The first is the mini extra lip tint kit. It comes with 3 of the lip tints. These, of course, are just really sheer tinted lip balms, but the formula on these are exquisite. They feel very moisturizing, really lovely, and they just add a hint of color to your lips. So the shades that come in here are Bare Nude Sparkle, Bare Melon, and Bare Pink. Then they also have the Sweet Indulgences mini gloss set. This comes with 4 of their lip glosses. The shades are Free Spirit, Force of Nature, New Romantic, and Love Letter. So any gloss lover is going to love this. They're very nice, natural nude to pink mauve tones. I just always think that Bobbi Brown, they do really cute holiday sets. So these were definitely worth mentioning. Another holiday gloss set that I always look forward to purchasing is the Fenty little Christmas holiday gift sets. This is just a few from last year's, but they always do really fun shades and they're just a great value. These were 3 that came in last year's set. I think it was either 5 or 6 that you got. But I always look forward to these because I love the Gloss Bomb formula and they just do really fun shades around the holidays. And I also saw that there was another gloss set that came with one of her cream blushes and I think it might have been a full, no, I think it was a mini. So I think it was a mini blush and also a mini gloss, but it was in a peach color and it looked really, really pretty. I added that one to my cart. So yeah, just the Fenty glosses, the Fenty holiday sets are worth checking out as well. Laneige always doing the most with their little holiday lip sets. I think Laneige, the sets that they come out with are perfect for those of you who you maybe not necessarily know what to get someone. Maybe you just want to get something for a coworker or someone that you're just not super familiar with what they like. I think this is something to look into because these are just fun, luxurious. Everyone loves a good lip balm. These are their lip masks and they do a trio set every year that comes with a full size and then you get 2 minis. These were from last year, so the scents are going to change up, but I did see that they already had these on the website. And then they also do one where you can get the glowy lip balm with one of the mini masks. I think it's the berry lip balm with the peach sweet tea lip mask. I have not tried the peach sweet tea one yet, but I have really been wanting to. I keep all of these in my little nightstand and I still have some in each. So I haven't gotten the peach sweet tea one yet, but yeah, the Laneige set's wonderful. Okay, this is a new discovery for me this year and I love these. They should be 30% off because they are a part of the Sephora collection, but it's the Sephora collection Rouge Gel Lip Liners. So the one I'm holding up right now and the one I'm wearing is a perfect dupe for Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude. It is called Dress to the 90s. But these are super smooth, glide on formula, great packaging. They twist up so you don't have to sharpen them. And they just come in a lot of really great colors. Now, last time I was on the website, I did notice that quite a few were sold out. So I haven't checked on the availability of these, but if you can get your hands on some, they're very worth it. They're incredible lip liners and they should be really affordable with the full 30% off. Of course, I can't forget my babies, my Charlotte Tilbury lip cheats. Again, I always put a disclaimer that I have this weird affinity for these. I realize that they can be duped. I realize that, like I said, I just held up probably 2 shades. I could at least do 2 colors in this, but it's just something about her packaging, her formula. I just really have always loved her lip cheats. I actually have a new one in my cart currently, and it's the Pillow Talk Medium. So they did a Pillow Talk lip liner for different skin tones, and I thought I would try out the medium one and just see, you know, just check it out. But truly, my new one true love, my new favorite lip pencil all year has been Love Trap from her. I have worn that like every single day, and in most videos you've seen, I've probably been wearing Love Trap. If it wasn't like a specific tutorial, Love Trap has been it. So it's kind of replaced. Iconic Nude was my favorite. The Pillow Talk has always kind of just been like kind of a go-to, but I would definitely say that I used Iconic Nude more. Yeah, Love Trap, nice, rich, like brown pink. It looks just, makes me feel like a woman, you know, makes me feel like a grown-up. Like, I don't know, it just does something for me. Okay, those were my essentials. Like I said, I'm going to list down below things that I'm interested in, things that are in my cart. That way you can check that out down below really quickly, scan it. If something catches your eye, you can check it out yourself, but we aren't gonna make this a 45-minute video. And I'm always on the fence on whether to do, you know, what I got from, I normally don't do those videos, what I got from the Sephora sales. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed seeing some recommendations. Let me know what you're picking up down below, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.